Hi everyone, my name's Claire and I'm here to talk to you today about managing well-being during exam time. Everyone knows that exam period can be an extremely stressful time for students, especially as every exam feels more important than the last. This is why it's so important to have some strategies up your sleeve to try and relax and unwind during exam period so that you can study very effectively but also make sure your mental health is top priority. So my first tip for well-being during exam time is to stick to a schedule. It may sound really obvious, but if you write down what you're going to do during the day at certain times, it doesn't need to be specific, it could just be morning, midday and afternoon. If you stick to a schedule, then you're much more likely to do these things and you're much more likely to feel accomplished at the end of the day, and this will relieve some stress. If you don't have a schedule, then it's very easy to just keep working or keep procrastinating, and that leaves you with a feeling of stress and possible anxiety as well. I find it really helps to use a schedule to complete tasks efficiently and then know that once they're done, I've done that and I can comfortably move on to the next thing. Following on from that, I find it really useful to plan in my diary daily activities that I'm going to use to unwind. For example, planning in at 6 p.m. a communal dinner with your friends, or planning in at 7 p.m. to make sure you stop studying and watch your favourite TV show. Things like that are really helpful to know that you're being rewarded at the end of the day, and ensuring that you definitely have some downtime, because your brain really does need to relax and you need to just switch off at the end of the day. Similarly to that, I find it's really useful to schedule in a walk or some sort of activity. I try to move my body as much as possible during exam period. Often you feel like you're chained to the desk and that your body's just sore and achy and you really need to get moving. I think a walk before studying in the morning or at lunchtime or a mid-afternoon walk really helps just get your body going and helps you focus much better when you're back at the desk. Exam period can be very stressful and may feel quite isolating, especially at the moment if you're just studying at home with not many course mates around. It can be very useful to ask a course mate to go and have a chat over coffee, talk about what you're both going through together and maybe share useful tips and ideas. I think it's calming and reassuring sometimes just to realise that some other people are feeling the same way as you and that you can, tackle revision together just by having a chat about it. So yeah, it can be really helpful to know that you're going through it with someone at your side. So get together with someone over the phone or over a coffee. And my final tip is to do some exercise. Whether you exercise regularly or not at all, this is the perfect time just to either keep it going, make sure you do the exercise you usually do, or try to build some in. Exercise has been proven to help you focus when you get back to work, but also much more calm and focused. Going for a short run, a brisk walk or a game of tennis with your friends can really help you just dissociate yourself from studying for half an hour or an hour, and really helps you get back in the zone when you do go back to studying. I think it's super important to build these things into your schedule. Make sure you do them even though it feels hard to move away from the desk. If so far you haven't tried doing any of these things, just try to do one or two and then maybe the next week build a few more of these things into your timetable. So finally, good luck to everyone in your exams. Don't forget to look after yourself and be confident in what you can do. See you next time.